system hacked. Enemy HUDs have been disabled.
What's going on, Pubstomping? My name is Dan, but you can call me Dawn, and the gameplay you guys are going to be watching today is going to be a solo triple vicious medal using the ASM1 on the map Comeback by Villain. This is just an insane gameplay, so if you guys enjoy, go check out Villain's channel. The gameplay was actually a quad vicious fail. That would have just been incredibly insane if he was able to get that full vicious medal, because I know there's not really a lot of quad vicious medals out there. And it's kind of cool how like a vicious is a 30 kill streak, and how getting one is kind of similar to getting a tactical nuke in MW2. Especially on this map, combat kill streaks just go absolutely ham. You're just able to get such quick streaks on this map. You're just able to go ham because you can just go in the B flag area and you can just absolutely dick on kids as they try and rush you in there, and you can just build up a score streak incredibly easily, and then you can just keep calling them in and just keep going on really long streaks. Personally, I've gone on some really fast vicious medals by going in this room. I've gone on like a 2-minute 30 vicious. I'm pretty sure that was like my first one just by playing Comeback. And this is a really good map. It's a really small map, which I kind of like about this game. A lot of the maps are really small, and all the maps are in ground war, so like kill streaks are just able to go absolutely ham and just do so much work when it comes to trying to get vicious medals and trying to get DNA bombs. And what's funny about this game is that it's not Villain's first like triple vicious. He has gotten others, and he got a couple last night. And to be honest, I told him that if he sees Comeback Domination come up, he should definitely try and play it and definitely try and do it. And this was the game after I told him to do that, apparently. So I'm pretty sure the gameplay happened all because of me. It's all goes down to me giving him that advice, and all credit should go to me. I'm just kidding, guys, but if you enjoyed the video, drop an early like. If you enjoy the commentary, come check out my channel. All the links you need for both mine and Villain's channel will be down in the description below. So what I want to talk about today is innovation within video games. If we look at a lot of the recent games, we're seeing that there's been a lot of innovation and a lot of changes made to certain games, so that way they can be improved in a sense, and also so that way they can attract, you know, a different market and more people to their games, so that way it will increase sales and also increase the overall experience. The main games I have in mind right now: Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Halo Master Chief Collection, GTA 5, Battlefield Hardline, and of course Destiny. All these games in some way, shape or form have been quite innovated. Halo decided to take all their games and put it onto one disc for next gen. I guess you could say that's kind of innovation. It doesn't really do anything to the game, but it does attract people because they'll want to pay for all 4 games for the price of one. And I guess that's kind of cool that now it shows that we can bring back all the old games onto one disc, one download, just for the price of one game. GTA 5 added a first-person mode, and this is quite interesting because it will attract people who enjoy playing first-person shooters rather than third-person shooters. Battlefield Hardline was just a completely different game to Battlefield. If you're a normal Battlefield player, you know that you play on rooftops, or you play objectively, or you play in a full-out war zone, whereas Battlefield Hardline seemed more of like a cops and robbers type game. And that's kind of different to a first-person shooter because we don't really have a lot of them. We just have the normal, you know, Warfield, Warzone, first-person shooters, so Battlefield Hardline kind of changed that up a bit. Then we have Call of Duty. They obviously added all the new movements, all the new exo abilities. They added exo zombies. Apparently they're changing up the zombies completely. I can't wait to see that. And then Destiny was just a completely new type of first-person shooter. We didn't really have any first-person shooters where you have to grind for loot, or where you go on strikes, or raids, or all of that kind of stuff. And Destiny is just a completely different game to any of the other first-person shooters that we've seen. And I really like the fact that all these developers are kind of changing up their games, so that way they're coming out with all these new ideas, so that way the games are different, the games are new, the games are fresh, and they're actually different for people to play. But the one problem with this is that some people are getting to the point where all these new things and all these new changes to all these games are just becoming very oversaturated. Sometimes innovation can just be too much. You hear a lot of people say that their favourite first-person shooter game is probably COD 4 or COD 5 or even Modern Warfare 2. And that's because those games were just kind of more simple than the Call of Duties that we have now. They're more simple than the first-person shooters that we have now. And after years and years and years of more innovation, I think that people are just ready to go back to basics. People just want something that's a lot more simple. I kind of have an experience with this. When I first picked up Advanced Warfare and I was trying to learn all the new movements, I pretty much said to myself every time I died that this is more difficult to learn than driving. And trust me, driving is pretty hard to learn at first. But once you get the hang of it, it's obviously really easy. But because of all that innovation and all the changes that they make, it kind of makes it more difficult, and it adds a learning curve and a higher learning curve. And I'm really not sure if people are just ready to go back to basics and back to a more simplistic video game and a more simplistic first-person shooter. I guess we'll just have to see what developers do for 2015 and 2016 overall. I mean, there's already been rumors that there's going to be a World at War 2, so basically they're going to revamp the World at War series for the next Call of Duty. I mean, if it's based in World War II, the next COD, then that means that there can't really be that many advanced stuff. It means that we're not going to be seeing these exosuits, we're not going to be seeing all these new movements, we're not going to be seeing all these dynamic map elements. We're just going to be having kind of a more basic game, kind of a more simple game, and that's because of it's set in a more basic time zone when there wasn't that much technology and everything. So, who knows? I mean, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a more basic Call of Duty? Do you want to see more basic games when it comes to 2015 and 2016? Or do you want to see a lot more innovation when it comes to all these new video games coming out over the next couple of years? Personally, I want something that's a mix of the two. I want something that has a little bit of customization, something that's easy to play, not something that's incredibly difficult to adapt to, not something that's incredibly difficult for new players. I just want something that's great and fun for us to play overall. I don't really care about all this customization shit, I don't really care about all these movements and everything. I just want a game that's fun to play and just incredibly lasting for a whole year, because we haven't really seen that from Call of Duty in quite a few years, where it's actually lasted for the whole year and it's been fun as a whole for us to play for the duration of the year. But that's all I have to say for today, guys. So if you enjoyed the commentary, come check out my channel. If you enjoyed the gameplay, go check out Villain's channel. If you enjoyed the video as a whole, subscribe to Sin. So as always, Sin Pubstomping, I'm out. Peace.